licensed to sell insurance. You'll need an insurance license under property and casualty, and typically most people who carry that license will also pick up an insurance license for life and health insurance as well, because they're products that customers and clientele are regularly looking to kind of do at one spot and don't always like to kind of go somewhere else for their life insurance. And so it may be of your advantage in the future to hold that life and health insurance license in addition to the required property and casualty insurance license. Now you're asking, how do I get one of these insurance licenses? There's a great website. It's www.naic.org, and from there you can select the state in which you live in, and you can find information about licensing and how to become an auto insurance agent. There's tons of great resources there. I encourage you to look at it. Just kind of an overview, some of the things to think about is you can't, in order to sell auto insurance, you have to have a contract with a company. You actually are basically acting as a middleman between the company and the client. And so you're kind of representing the company. But if you don't have a company to represent, then you have nothing that you can sell. So you need to obtain a contract, and you can do that one of a couple ways. One, you can become what is known as a captive agent, and captive agents represent one insurance company. They focus on that company, and they'll typically have companies that are captive companies typically do more advertising. They spend more money in that area, and that can be an asset to you if you choose to go down that road. The downside to that is you only have one company to sell, and whenever you're limiting your options, that can be frustrating sometimes, because insurance companies do look at risks. They do look at drivers differently, and one company's rate may be different from the next. And so when you're representing one company, you may not always have the best rate for everyone who comes in the door. And that brings me to the next alternative, which is known as an independent agent. And the way independent agents work, it's kind of like a brokerage. They are kind of have contracts with not just one company, but multiple companies. So when a client comes in the door, they'll get their information.